Welcome everybody to the Gauntlet Takedown. We are here. I'm Tim Whiteman. I'm here with Rich Garcia, and we are going to recap the Pro-Am Gauntlet, which took place last weekend at Springs Pickleball East on Saturday and Sunday, the 25th and 26th. 4 events total. We had the Challenger, the Contender, the Premier, and the Elite in that order, although they weren't played in that order. Rich, you played in 2 of these. I played in 1 of them, but the format was similar in each of the 4. We just had different amounts of players playing in each of these. But in each one, you were in a region and you partnered with each of the players in your region once and played against everybody twice in the case of 32 players for the Elite, and maybe some other times for the other events as well. But it was basically the same thing. You'd play your region matches first, and then you would go to a Top Gun court to end it. And if you finished first in your region, you went to Top Gun court number 1 and played against the other guys that finished first in their regions, and so on and so forth with court 2, 3, 4, 5, on through 8 in the case of Elite, but different numbers of Top Gun courts, depending on which event you played in. But I'm going to recap the event that was for me, because there were some ups and downs. It ended on kind of a down. But you didn't really experience too many downs. I'd love to hear about your journey, Rich.
Yeah, I had a pretty good day. I played the Premier event on the morning of Saturday. That was the event for about 425 up to 50, and I was a Top Gun in that one. I was the second Top Gun along with Brett Court, and that went really well. I won that one in the end. Did really well in the group stage. Won 5 and lost 1. I believe that's right. Maybe 4 and lost 1. Yeah, 4 and lost 1. And then won 3-0 in the Top Gun. So that went really well. Had a successful morning with that. And
congratulations.
Thank you. So then went back home, had a bunch of pasta, and came back at 3 o'clock to play in the Elite, which also went pretty well. I think I was in the toughest region. We had, we all know who was in the regions, but we had Steve Moore, Dan Smith, who finished second, Greg Williams, the Top Gun. So I was really happy to finish third in my region. I think I did slightly better than expected there. And then going into the Top Gun in the end, had a pretty solid Top Gun round. I think I got a little lucky. Everybody on my court was pretty exhausted by that time. I was running on fumes, running on a dream, some would say, but it went pretty well. I had 3 very good results there and finished that round as the winner. So 9th overall. It's pretty good considering the playing field we had. Forget what it was. It was about 12 or 13 5-0s, maybe like 20 plus above 4-7, 4-8. So I was really happy with finishing 9th in that. And yeah, it was a really good event, really fun event. Pacing was all super good. There was no downtime. I think if it was like other tournaments where you have maybe 20 minutes in between a match here and there, or maybe after pool play you have 20-30 minutes while everybody finishes and you wait for courts, whatever, I think my legs probably would have given out, and just the continuity allowed me particularly to keep moving, keep going, and worked in my favor for sure. So very good pacing, very good tournament structure, layout, and I loved it. Even playing 2, I loved it. I had a lot of fun, and definitely excited to play the next one.
Yeah, you bring up a good point. I think in most tournaments, and it's funny because I was talking to David Mitchell, who is the runner-up in Contender, and it was his first tournament. He didn't have a DUPR or anything. He had to create a DUPR account after the tournament was over with. But he was like, yeah, this is super fun. Is this how all tournaments are? I'm like, no, they're not like this at all. Usually there's a bunch of downtime. It's like you and your partner against the world. This was really cool because I just really enjoyed hanging out with each person in my region when I got to partner with them. Bailey and Eli Weiner, who I didn't really know. I'd played him in a tournament before, but I didn't really get a chance to talk to him. Eli Mole, who's a great guy. I had great guys all over the place. Rob Sherman, Jeff Martinez, Michael Manning, and Austin Field. And Austin took 3rd overall. He was great. But it was just fun hanging out with all these guys for one game at a time. A lot of times you don't really get that camaraderie with everybody at a tournament. And yeah, we couldn't get it with everybody at this tournament, but I got it with 7 other people and then 3 additional ones in the Top Gun round. So that I really enjoyed that aspect of it. And you're right, it moved so fast because for each region there were 2 courts. So once your game was done, you didn't wait for 5 or 6 courts to finish up and for you to be able to get to the next round. No, it was just 1 court next to you, and as soon as they were done, you just moved on to the next round. So it just moved so fast, and it was really fun. My own journey, not quite as successful as yours. I almost got to your court. If I had been able to pull it together for that last game, I would have gotten to your court, but I lost the first one. Just kind of, I don't know, the first game of tournaments, regardless of format, is always kind of weird for me. Never really got going, but I did get going in the next 3 rounds. I won 3 in a row, and these were with guys those were pretty good wins because they were with guys that DUPR wise were towards the bottom of my region. I won with all 3 of them. Well, not Bailey, she's at the top of the region, but I won with Rob Sherman and Jeff Martinez. Those were 2 really good wins, and I was really feeling good. And I was talking to my family, like, oh yeah, I got this. I'm 1 game behind Austin, and I play him in the next round, so I like my chances totally. I play with Austin a lot at 5 a.m. So, and Rob was his partner in that one, and Rob just had a tough game in the one that I beat him in, partnering with Eli Weiner. So I was feeling pretty good about my chances. My partner was Eli Mole, who was really solid all day yesterday, or all day during the day in the tournament. So I like my chances. That is where the fun kind of ended, because Rob Sherman decided to have the best game of his life. He was just, I don't know. There's a different look in his eye. He just decided he was going to have the best game of his life, and I was on the other side of the net. He was just reaching 10 feet across the net with his super long reach and getting everything back and just painting lines with it. And I lost that game. We'll be able to see in the highlights. I couldn't not put those highlights in there. Part of it is healing for me and therapeutic. But the game right after that, so I was 3-2 at this point, I was partnering with Austin, so I wasn't going to be able to catch him in this game either because we're on the same team. And on this one, we're playing the 2 top players in our division, Eli and Bailey, and it was close. I think we were ahead at the turn, but I definitely got a little bit exhausted in this one, and they kind of found their game and caught some steam, and we lost that one. So then I limped into the last round, 3-3, and this time I was partnering with Eli Weiner, and I was very blunt with him. I'm like, look, dude, I've just lost a couple of games in a row. I was in the driver's seat. We need to win this game, okay? Like, can you help me out and do this for me? Like we need to win this game. And it's like, oh yeah, for sure. And we got down 2-0, and he's like saying, okay, we'll just win 11-2. That's fine. I'm like, yep, 11-2. That 11-2 never happened. Instead, it was close throughout, and all the other courts, I think, had wrapped up at this point. And so everyone's kind of looking over. Mimo was looking over, and he was trying to be encouraging. I saw Louis looking over. He was trying to be encouraging. I did not give them anything interesting to watch. What they saw was a bunch of missed gimmies, like overhead backhand flicks. That I just make in my sleep, and I'm just missing them. And it's because I think at this point, the wear and tear of this is my excuse anyway. All right, it might not be legit, but this is what I'm saying to the public. Whoever asked me. Not that anyone's really surprised that I got 4th because it was a crazy event. I mean, so much talent. So it's whatever. I think a lot of the tournament stuff was catching up to me. as an administrator, and I just couldn't lock in anymore. Like I just couldn't focus, and autopilot wasn't good enough. Like it wasn't getting the job done, but I still relied on it until the very end. If I'd won that last one, lost 11-9, I would have gotten to court 3, and that would have been really fun to see you there, and Chris Hugh and Dan Zek. That would have been a really fun one. As it was, I think 2 people in my region finished 5-2, and the rest of us were 3-4, and so it went down to points, and I got sent down to court 5. I was surprised to see Seth there. Nate Jefferson was there. He was awesome. I was surprised to see him there because I didn't know how he would fare with this field, but he was in your region. He more than held his own all day. He was fantastic. He was awesome. I was really happy for him. He and I almost beat Shira, and I was surprised to see Shira there too. He and I almost beat Shira and Seth, lost by 2. Shira and I were able to beat Nate and Seth, and then Seth and I were up 6-1 at the turn, and that's when I just kind of gave out. So I'm sorry, Seth. I'm sorry. I should have had a better version of myself out there, but man, it was exhausting. It was super fun, but it was exhausting. And
it also shows how close all the regions were. You said in your group, there's the top 2 people had 5-2, and then everyone else was 3-4. I know in our group, our top player, the winner, was 6-1. Then we had 5 people on 4-3, and then 2 people down below that. But I think there's just a points difference in every single group, and it shows just really the standings could have been so different overall. And
I wonder how many people were doing the same thing that I was doing, which was scoreboard watching and just kind of knowing like the big games as they were coming up, because I was definitely aware of it. And it's cool because we were able to report our scores right off the bat, and then everything would update. So everything was right there. Like you can see exactly what you needed to do to, rise to the top of your region, or at least get to a better Top Gun court. Like it was, there were no secrets or mysteries about that.
Right.
And then I wonder, like, going forward, if that's just going to be a part of the Gauntlet experience, is just like knowing exactly where you stand.
Watching,
it makes for a different kind of. I mean, that's always in place to a certain extent with other tournaments as well, but this one was a lot different. I thought it was cool.
I think with the stakes of, even no matter where you finish in your pool, you're gonna play another round. In most tournaments, you finish pool play, and if you're not 1 or 2, then you're done, and it doesn't matter and whatever else. But here, it does matter. Like every single match matters, every point matters. So I think it's a superb way to play and superb way to keep everybody locked in.
Yeah, it's also a superb way to get DUPRs right in your area, right? I think one of the reasons why your region was so loaded is because some of those DUPRs were kind of wonky, and so you had Stephen Moore and Daniel Smith and Greg Williams all in one region, which that surprised a lot of people. But I'm like, I can't do it subjectively. It's got to be about DUPR. And now going forward, and we're going to show in a little bit here after we show the highlights, what people's DUPRs look like, what those regions would look like, the exact same field, how those regions would be constructed today with people's DUPRs being what they are now that we've completed the Gauntlet. And I think it makes a lot more sense.
And it's good because it's not just a couple good DUPR games, it's 10 games, gives a good field, good amount to actually balance out like where you should be. It's not just 1 or 2 games where someone can have a really good day, really bad game, whatever. It's a whole set where everybody's actually showing what they're capable of. So
then you have the guys who have reliability scores that are pretty low, so their DUPRs were jumping up and down all day, right? Yeah, but I think with them, they'd probably be pretty excited to get back out there now and probably show that some of that was more about them just not playing DUPR for a long time. So huge swings in their cases. might not be necessarily super accurate for what kind of player they are. Ben King comes to mind. He's not 4'6", but that's where he wound up because of just, how little he had been playing leading up to this. So, I like to think about some of these guys getting right back out there and righting the ship a little bit, not just in terms of their performance in a gauntlet, but also just with their DUPRs stabilizing a little bit. So,
right.
Any other thoughts before we get to the highlights?
No, I think it's been really good.
All right, let's get to the highlights then. Challenger recap. Here we had Joe Bartels, Lakota Wills, Gerson Floor, and Nicholas Witt. Actually, first we're going to see this amazing highlight from Grant Reddicky. Check that out.
Ooh.
And that was
off the stretch backhand.
That was after he hit it between the legs in that same point. I didn't get it on camera. Here is Joe Bartels, Gerson, Nicholas, and Lakota. And they're playing their Top Gun game. Big drive from Gerson. Joe with a nice
Some
stretch.
good thinking going on.
Yep. Lakota stretched out wide. They called that out. I wonder if Lakota's was in though.
It's a tight call.
There's this lob. Lakota goes back to it.
Good little reset there. Get back
Gerson
in.
with a sweet angle. Yep. Nick flies in. Now watch this. That ball landed in.
No way.
Yep.
No way.
That was awesome. And here we got Joe kind of taking control of this. Put away. Backhand overhead. Good reset.
Good little lob.
Put away. And nice angle there for the win.
You can see how these guys got to the final.
And Joe is your champion.
Nice.
Lakota taking second and Nicholas taking third. And here we go into contender. And with this one, we had Brian Martyr, David Mitchell, David Sanchez, and Nick Tingstrom on the final Top Gun court. David Sanchez, great to see him back. Such a consistent player. But there, he actually hits a forehand winner, so he also consistently does that.
I think Brian wore that tank top to try and intimidate his opponents.
Do you think it worked?
I mean, I think so. It would work on me.
Sweet shot from David right there. This was David's first tournament.
I put him as my dark horse.
Yep, you did.
So he almost got it for me.
Martyr hits the ATP and he points to his bench.
You know something good
kind
there?
Of bet going on?
Yeah, his bench said if he gets an ATP, he can buy him pizza tonight.
Is that right?
So he had to go for it.
Inside info there. Good point here. Martyr, good thinking. Oh, Martyr goes behind him, and that's how he wins it. He takes first.
There he is.
David Mitchell, his very first tournament, he takes second. Good for him. And David Sanchez, nice third place. We go to Premier. Rich, I'll let you take this one.
Yeah, so this was myself, Brian Martyr again, Bobby Simon, and Ethan Olander. That's it. And guy's got a real nice backhand there.
He's a young kid, isn't he?
Yeah.
Bobby with a sweet shot.
That was a great one. Some good thinking shots out here.
Very nice.
I hate thinking with Bobby. He always beats me.
He's really crafty.
Exactly this one. I can never take him. Never.
Yeah, he's really crafty. Here's some Ethan highlights. Ethan in
his
the black
backhand roll is so nice.
Oh, it's a sweet backhand.
Just whips it down. He's got some real nice shots. He hits some. Yeah, crazy ATP.
That went in.
And a second.
Awesome. More Ethan highlights.
So, do you want to see it again?
Nice.
Yeah, he's got good reach. And then Brian coming in, doing his thing, playing big.
Yep. Oh,
big and big
showboats.
With the Sally.
That is fun. More Brian highlights.
He was having a blast out there.
So Brian won the contender, and here he is in the finals of Premier, and I think he took second, didn't he?
He did, yeah.
So he had a really nice tournament. But the guy that we're here to see,
I was taking on. I got
Rich
the win
Garcia.
here. That was good. That was a good couple rounds for me.
Oh, that was awesome.
Making sure the hands are up and ready
Yep.
every time.
But you also
of
do
course
that
the choke
annoying
shot.
stuff.
Yeah, it's your favorite shot. Yeah, it drops. Especially at this late in the game, after 8 games or whatever, how many we played.
Yep.
You know, the drop shot starts to work a lot better.
Rich
There he
Garcia
is.
is your champion with the big fat gauntlet check.
Yeah.
But here we go with Elite. Now, I'm going to show this Rob Sherman highlight that sucked my soul out of me. There he is partnering with Austin.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you might think that, look at that,
Ooh. Just slots it right in that corner.
incredible. So here's my highlight. Nice backhand. And I put that thing away.
Yeah.
All right.
Is that before or after?
It was probably before because I was still pretty spry. Here is Andre Vu. He came down from Denver. He is a nice player.
He had a good performance as well, coming up to top quarter.
Yeah.
Winning on points, I believe.
Yep.
He's just a very solid player. He doesn't do anything fancy.
No,
Gets the ball in the right spot and has great footwork.
definitely does. This is a really good foursome right here. We got Shira, Aiden, and Chris Hugh. That is.
How long is this point? This is a
I
pink
don't know.
marathon.
This is. It's
can
so
never.
interesting watching these points because this is not how I play, Rich. Like I'm just
Me
out
either.
there trying to be
You know that.
aggressive. Is this
Hits
how everyone else
everything target
plays? They're all consistent.
I mean, they're supposedly better than us, so maybe we should do that.
I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up.
It's too fun to hit it.
Yep. I like that backhand dink control of Andre right there. That's really nice.
Mhm. Yeah, he's playing big from the right side. That's cool.
Just drilled with Chris this morning, and I saw a lot of this kind of dinking. Really nice.
And this must have been, they were the last group to finish that region, or that division, so
Yeah, we won.
there's been a lot of dinking. I think it was them from what I remember. Because I was watching them once they were done.
Wow. What a point. Oh!
Whoa!
I guess that was out.
What
I
a
thought I
dodge.
hit him. Okay,
Yeah.
this. Now, this is an Austin highlight, but Austin played amazing. He never went for too much all day. He was really letting his partners do a lot of the work.
Rob just
You see that?
working, putting the work in there.
Austin just finds that hilarious.
See, when Austin's like in a good mood as well, he's a different player.
Oh my gosh.
When he's
got,
laughing, having fun.
He's got such a great game.
Hmm.
Here he's playing with Michael. That's a great combination.
I just love watching Michael play as well.
Oh yeah.
And Bailey as well. Yeah, Bailey's just so
She's money.
just puts everything. Fundamentals is just
Yeah. She and
pure.
I had the best margin of victory
Yeah.
that I had all day.
What was that one?
It was 11-4.
Solid.
Yep. Rob with a big lob between the leg.
Oh, Karina.
And Austin just put that where I could not get it. Just a great
Yeah.
shot.
He's just unfazed. He's like, get this one now.
Here's some more Austin.
Yeah, Austin just
He was
looks
so
like he's living up to the format as well
Yeah,
of being the
he
best
was-
partner
Yeah,
out
he
here.
was so consistent all day.
Yeah,
We're gonna call that an Austin highlight.
put it away.
All right.
That's it. He did best in the group stages, 7-0.
7-0, the only one to go undefeated, and he did not
Mhm.
play in an easy region at all. I
No,
think it was the second best region.
yeah, I'd agree. It was a tough one, and he just performed. Talked to the guys in that region and said just he couldn't do anything wrong.
Now this is the top gun in your region, or not the top gun, but top player. He made the top gun.
Yeah. Yeah, this is the match I wish we had back.
Look at that.
We lost it. Oh,
Ooh. Oof, it's
He
nasty.
hit this so hard as well.
He hits it so hard, but there seems like there's a lot of margin for error on his shot too. Like it's never
Right, it's so
it's never
weird.
in danger of going out. Nate, some of that good dinking we were talking about. It's so good. All right, so this is the final four for Elite. We had Steven, Austin, Andre, and Adsit. And Adsit hits that nice lob off the attack.
Oh, these were some real good matches. We were done pretty early, so I got to watch two of them. So that was fun.
Sweet shot from Andre there.
Ooh, yeah.
Steven serving to Andre. Steven with a patented
Just
rolling
drop.
third.
That's all he does. I've never seen him drive.
Clean tween on the backhand.
You think the knee brace is real, or is it just there for show?
I don't know. You have to ask.
I think it's just a bit of trying to get into the opponent's head. Yeah, he won all three of these matches, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Austin with a sweet
Nice,
inside out
Austin.
forehand.
Well, misdirect. Nice. Just a good counter.
Yep. There it is again. Backhand down the middle. He is your champion.
Woo!
And there's Adsit with his baby girl on the podium.
And Austin coming in third. It's a huge result for him.
Yep. Okay, so here we have our most notable DUPR movers, up and down. Stephen Moore, I think he's closer to where he belongs now. He's a 5'4" at least, but him coming in as a 5'1" was just ridiculous. It was absurd. So I think
it's much closer to what it should be now. So that's good.
Same with Daniel Smith.
Doing great.
Yep. Same with Daniel Smith. You know, I see that he's back up. I think he's still in the 5'2s, but you know, he was also in the low 5'1s, which is dumb. So Adsit, he's now a 5'3", and you and I were talking about this. A lot of guys that had really successful events are guys that are just really steady. They're just really, and we saw in the highlights with Austin, just consistent. Right. And that's not how he's always played, but I don't know if he made a concerted effort to play that way in this event, or if that's just how things shook out for him. But he was just not making mistakes. That was it. He had a super good plus minus over the course of the event, and it got him to top court number 1 and the region champion for the mountain region. And I see Daniel Adsit here. He's exactly that kind of player all the time. He's just steady. Yeah. He's a point guard. Like, he just sets up. He sets everything up.
And he will think all day. And he can hang out all day long. I mean, I've had days with him where he just plays, I don't know, 4 hours. He'll play some doubles, and we'll go play singles, and he's got more doubles lined up later. And, you know, he's just a machine. So he is the kind of guy who's just going to take your legs away, and he's more than happy to do that.
Yep,
so
100%. Same with Justin Hill. He's that kind of player. He's now up in the 4.8s, I believe, so good for him. And looking down at the bottom, some of the big droppers, I think Greg probably could have predicted that he was going to drop significantly. I mean, he came in as a 5'7", which is fantastic.
He's got a 5'8",
he certainly has a 5'7" game, and he might actually be a 5'7", but I think when you just come in as the top player, your DUPR kind of has nowhere to go but down. So, I mean, I just give him props for playing in this. He's such a competitor. He's got the best stuff in town. He just has incredible shot making ability. And he's at the 5'4" level still, so he's still like, healthy, and that could certainly go up in the next gauntlet.
Oh yeah. And then Nick Hagan had a rough day. It wasn't so much he had a rough day; it was more his partners had a rough match every single time they played with him. We all know how it is in every day you play. You usually have at least one or two tougher matches when you yourself don't play the best. And unlucky for Nick, it just happened to be every time he was their partner. I know that's what happened with me. He was in my region, and just one of those days for him. Unfortunately, like he didn't even play badly, I don't think. So
it happens. It happens to everybody. You have that day that I don't know why I was at the bottom, or why I lost so much. I thought I played fine. It's really frustrating, but that's totally pickleball. He'll rebound. I think he'll be just fine. Yeah. So let's go see what the regions would look like today with all the DUPR movement. This seems a lot more well-rounded to me than what we had.
Yeah.
You've got
Stephen number 1 now, and of course it makes complete sense since he won it.
Greg, the number 2 player in this event, he would be the Mountain Top Gun. Adsit, really strong DUPR, 5'3", 6'3". I heard from several people that he had leveled up, and now his DUPR seems to show that. So good for him. Mine dropped to 5041, so I'd be 3rd in the Forest region, but that would be a sweet region. I would love to play in that.
Yeah, you're the only banger there. Well, you and Ali.
Ali's a banger. Yep.
Yeah, so that'd be pretty fun. Could be tricky for you guys since the Dinkers normally beat the bangers.
But we'd all have
a good show.
Except when we play with each other, we would have a dinker next to us in most cases. So that'd be nice. You'd be you and Seth would be with Greg. That would be super fun. And Shira, Austin. That's
Austin as well. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a world beater of a region right there.
That is good.
But it makes sense. Like it makes sense.
It does. And the last one, Daniel Smith.
Yep.
Andre, Eli.
Patterson.
That's a good Nick
Zach.
Patterson.
This would be a lot of fun, man. I say we run this back. Let's do it like next weekend or something. And see what all these guys are doing.
Yeah. I mean, Stevens definitely got, on paper, easiest route there. Obviously, we know what Aiden can do. It's weird to say that Aiden maybe didn't quite meet expectations, even though he was on second court. He came second. We all thought he was going to potentially win the title. But
I think in his region, things went according to DUPR for the most part. I mean, we weren't talking about Andre Vu a ton because we don't play with him very much, but he was the top rated player in his region, I believe. No, it was Ben King actually, but we talked about Ben. He hadn't been playing a ton. Andre came in. You played against him in singles. I played against him before in doubles. I knew how solid he was, and I think it was there between Aiden and Andre and Ben, obviously. But Aiden got to court too. I mean, that's not a slouch performance at all. His DUPR went down. His DUPR went down slightly, but I think we know that his best days are still ahead of him for sure. But really interesting.
It's very different. I'd definitely love to run it back and get these regions going. I think that'd be good. And that'd be a lot of fun. I mean, I just had so much fun. I can't wait to play next one, whether it's we do another one here or wherever else the next one's going to be. I'm ready for it.
Yep. Hey guys, it's Tim from Pro-Am Gauntlet. The Sports Abyss is almost over. It's August, and so we're thinking about football. If you've listened to our podcasts, our preview shows, our recap shows, you know how much we love numbers and rankings and points. We even love making games up about those, like in the case of Court Vision. With August, we're thinking about fantasy football. We love fantasy football, as do a lot of pickleball players. And this season, we want to help you win your draft the way that we plan on winning ours, and that is with Rival Fantasy, RYVL. This thing is the most intuitive, insightful, helpful, hand-holding fantasy website that I have ever seen. I've been playing fantasy for 30 years. I'm super old. I used to win all the time. Haven't won in a long time. My plans are changing because of Rival Fantasy. This thing helps you develop a fantasy strategy, whether it's zero RB, hero RB, a super flex strategy where you favor quarterbacks early and often. Maybe you like boom or bust guys like Deshaun Jackson who get 2 touchdowns and 100 yards every 5 weeks, but it's exciting when they do. Rival Fantasy, it doesn't matter what your strategy is, it will make sure that you stick to that, and it will make sure that you are successful in carrying out that plan. Fantasy drafts are not won during the draft, they're won before the draft. So go to rivalfantasy.com, get yourself a free account, start winning your draft today.